Do you ever feel fatigued doing what you love doing? For example, creating content like I do. Now, you might have felt that way before and you might feel you're probably inadequate or you're weak. In this video, I would like to tell you that you are more than a human. You are simply amazing. It's possible that we go through fatigue, and that is why we are human. And in this video, I'll need to encourage you and tell you not to give up and teach you what to do when you're fatigued or what you love to do. My name is Abiodun. Welcome to Nothing with Abby. Alright, beautiful people, you're welcome to another episode of Nothing with Abby. I hope this meets you well. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Nothing with Abby. And today I'm going to be talking about content creation fatigue. Well, it applies to me, and that's why I want to share this information with you today. My name is Nurse Abiodun. I'm a nurse, I'm a midwife, I'm a public health advocate, and I love what I do. On this channel, on my YouTube page, on my Facebook page, I talk about nursing, I talk about lifestyle, and I talk about everything in between. Now, I'm a nurse licensed to practice both in Nigeria and in the United Arab Emirates, and I noticed that sometimes a lot of people do have fatigue, even during their regular work hours or during their work. And you'll be wondering, why exactly are you fatigued? Now, I'm not talking about just having a long day and being tired. I actually had so many ideas last week, a few weeks ago, and I couldn't just bring myself to putting them down, creating videos, creating my post on LinkedIn, creating my post on my Facebook page, and I was wondering what was inadequate in me. Mind you, I wasn't sick, I wasn't ill, I was not physically sick, but I just had that fatigue sort of. And throughout the times I had the fatigue, I was just trying to, let me call it like, relieve myself, relax. I was trying to edify my mind. Yes, I think that was what I was doing. I was trying to fill myself with a lot of spiritual uplifting songs, music and words and sermons and all that, and it really helped. Now, I would just want to encourage you, if you at any point have this content fatigue, what I did, you could do it and it could help you. Sincerely, this is just from my personal experience, and I feel that it's going to help somebody like you. Now, one thing was that right now I'm back bigger and better, so enjoy more content from Nothing with Abby. Now, the first thing I learned during my content fatigue situation or period was, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay for you to know your body needs the rest. It's okay for your body to tell you, I just need the break. Doesn't make you less of a human. In fact, it shows your humanity. Now, the second thing is that your mind and body, when it tells you, gives you indication that it needs that rest, please oblige it. Please obey and just get that rest, because it will help with your body, your mind, and your soul. Now, the third thing is that I really thank my support system for thus far they have gone to try to help me through the period I was fatigued. Now, they didn't judge me, they didn't criticize me. In fact, they were encouraging me to take all the rest that I need and come back bigger and better. To all my fans that really missed me, to all my followers, thank you so much for checking up on me. I really appreciate. Now, the fourth thing is delegation is key, especially when it comes to a growing process. When you're growing, definitely there are going to be more responsibilities, there are going to be more things to do, there are going to be more targets to meet up with, there are going to be more things that you have to put your hands into. So you have to try to learn to delegate to loyal people that you know that they are actually competent enough to help you with the job that has been delegated to them, because your brand is what is important, and whoever that is representing your brand invariably represents you. So you have to make sure that that person is actually qualified, is competent to do so. Now, another thing is, which I feel is the most important out of all this I'm saying, is that think of the impacts that you create with your songs, your music, your videos. Think about the lives that you're touching. Think about the impacts that you're building. Think about the pedigree you're also creating. Now, that in a way would help you to jolt out of that fatigue early enough for you to get back on track. When I know that there's so many destinies attached to listening to me, so many people that longing to just hear what I have to say by the inspiration of God and all that, it just helps me in a way to like, okay, I must not fail these people. I must not fail them. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about courses that you sell. If you're selling courses, you probably will have to drive yourself out of bed because people have paid for the courses and you need to deliver. But when it comes to more of a humanitarian service, sort of, it might require your humanity to just be in play for you to know that the impacts that you're creating for people is enormous, and you just need to be right on that particular spot of pedestal, and you cannot afford to fail. And that's what I just try to do anytime I feel a bit fatigued. I remember the people that you're being sent to, the people I impact, the people, the world I'm impacting, the kind of people that are looking at my consistency and they're saying, I would love to be like this person. It's not right for me to fail them now. So that's another thing. So I'm back now. Do you miss me, guys? Put in the comment section if you do. And I promise this week is going to be loaded. I mean loaded. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of things. Do you know that United Bank of Africa is now in the UAE? I'm going to talk so much about that. Also, do you know that kidney is like your body's washing machine? Yes. How do we protect it? We're going to be talking so much about that during this particular week of Nothing with Abby. So ensure that you stay tuned and ensure that you follow me on all of my social media platforms, my Facebook page, my YouTube, and also on my TikTok. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Nothing with Abby. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, if you need health advice, please reach out to me. I'll definitely try to get across to you and give you as much information as I can. If you're not also trying to migrate to the United Arab Emirates, you need information, you need knowledge, please reach out to me so that we can share ideas together. Together, we can achieve more. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Nothing with Abby. Till I see you in my next episode. Bye for now.